Today, a bouncing Russian is going to debunk the International Space Station. But first, I want to show you this. Dotted all across the space station, we've got these blue bars. Okay? They're dotted across the space station to help the astronauts stabilize themselves, as we can see here, by wedging their feet under these blue bars, enabling them to stabilize themselves whilst they're supposedly in a weightless environment. Okay? Just want to show you that for any of the newbies because it's very relevant to the clip we're going to watch now. Finally, it's time for the Bouncing Russian. The Bouncing Russian is an instant space legend. His name is Oleg Kononenko. Oleg is about to take the silliness to the next level. We join the action in the Russian control room. So let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the one, the only, the Bouncing Russian. What a boy. Now let me just pause it there for a minute. We've got two options here for our bouncing friend here. Option one, he's got his feet under the bars, in which case it would be near on impossible to do what he's doing, going up and down in the manner in which he's doing with his feet under the bars, okay? Option two is even worse because it means he's not hooked onto anything, but he's still bobbing up and down, changing his direction every few seconds without putting his arms out to help aid and change his direction. It's obvious that what is going on here is some sort of lifting malfunction. You're getting quite a lot of deflection here. And as a result, Oleg is bouncing up and down good and proper. Like, what were they called? Those baby bouncers, was it? Look. This is ridiculous. You'll even see Oleg in a minute bouncing up and down whilst leaning backwards. While he bounces down, let me pause it. Don't even get me started on that silly hairspray fetish at the back. You'll notice as well, Oleg's friends here are a little bit embarrassed by this bouncy charade. I can't say I blame him either. This is terrible. Look, how much he's bouncing up and down.
We're standing by for the voice communications to sync up with the video that we're seeing. We should be getting underway here momentarily.
Do any space fans who actually want to explain what's going on here and why it's not happening to the other astronauts? Why it's only happening to Oleg? And then once you've explained that, why it's not happening to anyone else, it's just happening to Oleg, please break down exactly how we're able to see what Oleg's doing for us in a weightless environment. Because that's impossible. Look.
Stand by for 2 more minutes.
In 2 minutes we will start.
Ridiculous. Look how he goes back here. This is a joke. So he's leaning back now and bouncing up and down. Look. Imagine how difficult that would be to do with your feet underneath the bar. Don't get me wrong, it'd be a good core workout, but nah. This is silly. And as you can see, they look a little bit embarrassed by this bouncy silliness. Again, I don't know who feels like they can justify this, space fans or what. This is obviously some sort of malfunction with the lifting equipment. We've got a hell of a lot of deflection going on here. There's no way anyone can justify this, whether he's got his feet under the bars or not. If he's got his feet under the bars, he's bouncing up and down a ridiculous amount. Too much, I'm afraid. And if he hasn't got his feet on the bars, how is he changing his directional vector every second or so without actually putting his hand out or anything? Ridiculous. You're left with no options here other than to admit this is a silly, bouncy charade that has backfired. And as a result, we've got a Russian exposing the International Space Station for all to see. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Station Moscow on ШСС. How do you read me?
I read you loud and clear, but what I've just witnessed is some of the bounciest horse shit I've seen this year. Dear, oh dear.